All right, everybody. So, welcome. Great to see you all here. And here we are already at the end of our year, just about. I cannot believe it. It's been such a joy riding through this year with all of you. And I just really appreciate you hanging in there with me, holding me accountable and holding each other accountable for doing what's good for you and good for all of us here. So, I hope you enjoy today's practice. And please make sure you have some water and some weights or something heavy that you would like to lift today if you would like to add additional weight into your practice today. So as usual, I just remind you all to listen to your body and do what feels good in your body today and let go of any comparison from how you felt yesterday or last week. Let go of any, expectations of yourself today and just allow yourself to have a good time and to really tune into what feels good to you. Okay. So let's take a moment just to check in. I'm going to set my timer here and we'll take about 3 minutes or so just to connect to our breath and just take a moment to notice what you're sensing and feeling around you today. And give yourself a moment just to get settled in your seat, making sure you've got everything you need close by and accessible. Maybe take a nice deep breath in and a big sigh out, and just let go of any distractions that might prevent you from being fully present here today. Take a moment to acknowledge your intention for being here today. What do you enjoy from this practice? What do you need from today's practice? And just take another moment to remember to honor and listen to your body and to return to your breath anytime you need to check in, making sure you're not pushing too hard, but that you are getting the workout that you came here to get today. If you feel ready, maybe you can deepen your breath, inhaling as deeply as you can. Maybe sigh that breath out, letting go of any tension. And continue now inhaling and exhaling through your nose, breathing in maybe to a count of 3 or 4, breathing out to 4 or more. Breath can hold us present and keep us grounded. It can also give us signals about what we're feeling in our bodies or our minds. So, anytime your breath begins to become short or shallow, just take a moment to step back, to deepen your breath, to reconnect, and begin again. And taking another deep breath in, this time breathing in as deeply as you can. Maybe pause for a moment at the top of the breath. And as if you are squeezing the air out of a balloon, begin to squeeze all of that air out of the lungs, beginning to access your core muscles. We'll do that again, inhaling as deeply as you can. And exhaling as completely as you can. This time on your inhale, maybe begin to tense and squeeze your muscles, tensing and squeezing and hugging muscle to bone. And breathe out through the nose if you can. Release that tension. Let it all go. Squeeze the air out. We'll do that again at your own pace, inhaling deeply, tensing and squeezing. Hands, shoulders, face, anything you can access and squeeze. And then release and let go. We have time for one more. Inhaling when you're ready, tensing and squeezing, bringing circulation into the muscles, warming up the body, and exhale when you're ready, releasing tension, stress, anxiety. And now placing your hands on top of your legs and your next breath in, let your nose look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, drop the chin, drop the nose. And this inhale, maybe slide your elbows back under the shoulders, roll the shoulders back. And as you exhale, slide your fingers toward your knees. And just 30 more seconds here, moving at your own pace, just getting some movement in the body, beginning to warm up, preparing for today's practice. And again, at your own pace. And exhale when you're ready, fingers towards the knees. And return to a neutral position. And now just pick one side and begin to circle one shoulder. Just circling nice and easy. If there's any tension or tightness in there, just moving with awareness. And then you can go in the opposite direction if you want to. Good. It's available to you. You can move to the other side, begin to circle one way. And circle the other way. Good. Then if you can bring them both together, circling one way. And circling the other way. And returning to just one side, place your fingertips on your shoulder and just begin to circle your elbow. And just moving within your own range of comfort and ability. So don't try to force anything beyond its range. You can change that direction if you like. Make sure you're still breathing. Try not to hold the breath, just to let it flow freely. Good. And maybe move to the other side, moving one way. And just bringing awareness into this area of the body with curiosity, awareness. And when you're ready, you can go the other way. Good. And now maybe both sides can move in their own way. One way in one direction. And when you feel ready, you can change that direction if you like. Good. And let's release the arms to our sides. We're going to bend the elbows in towards the waist. Turn your palms to face each other and just shift your forearms one way and the other way. Just warming up this rotator cuff and shoulder joint. You can spread out the fingers if that's available to you. Spread them out nice and wide. Bringing some awareness into the hands, fingers. Good. And now turn the palms to face upward. Just continue to move the forearms. We're trying not to move the shoulders too much. This is really just for the arm bones, that rotator cuff, warming it up. Good. And now come back here, elbows by the sides. And with one hand, just push forward with the heel of the hand and return. And maybe change to the other side. So I'm kind of pulling my fingers back and pressing out through the heel of my hand, kind of getting a nice stretch here through the arm. And just adapt this to what feels good to you. So find your way here. Try to pull the fingers back as you press the heels of the hands. Now, maybe both at the same time, press and pull, press and pull. If you want to go a little faster when you start to feel more comfortable, you can. We're not trying to go too fast, we're just getting warmed up here. Good. And now turn the hands into fists, and you're going to punch and pull, punch and pull. I'm getting a little bit more movement here, a little more dynamic, warming up the shoulders, the upper body, the muscles of the chest and upper back. You can always do one at a time if you want to. Okay, and now we're going to take this punch down, some more down towards the knees. If it feels better to you to punch down beside the legs instead of in between or in front of the legs, then you can modify and do that instead. Good. Just getting the body moving here. Got about 8 more seconds. I'm just going to go a little faster. Okay, and now we're going to put this together. So punch in front and punch down, front and down, front and down. Again, if you'd like to do one side only, just work one side only. Maybe do 4 on one side and then 4 on the other side. And again, just getting our brains and our bodies awake and moving and prepared. We've got about 30 seconds here, so play with any variation that works for you, both sides at the same time or one side only. Good, got about 15 seconds left. 5 more seconds, and then we are going to climb rope. So nice and slowly, just reminding the body what to do here as we climb this rope. Don't have to go real fast. Warming everything up here. Find your pace. What feels good to you? And you want to look for signs as we're moving for overexertion. Remembering our scale of perceived exertion from a scale of 1 to 10. If you cannot breathe, if you cannot say your name out loud, then chances are you have pushed yourself beyond your comfort range and you're more at a level 9 or 10. So you want to pull back from that. Check in from time to time. Slow down your breath, pause and rest, and begin again. All right, we're going to row our boat now. Let's row from side to side. And you can modify this. You can always row in front of the body instead. Okay. You can always do one arm only. Doesn't matter if you're rowing beside you or in front of you. Always can be modified on one side or the other. Okay. So you've got 30 seconds to go. Continue to move at your own pace in your own way. It starts to warm up the core, those deeper muscles of the core, as well as the low back and the waist. Good. 3 more seconds, and then we're just going to take a walk right here. All right, so nice, easy walk here. If it's available to you, you can add in the knees, lifting the toes off the ground. Nice, easy walk here. And this is a good dynamic rest exercise that you can use as well when we move into our hip practice. So remember just to remind ourselves our hip practice is 60 seconds for each exercise. It's 40 seconds of activity and 20 seconds of rest. And in that set 20 seconds of rest, you can keep moving at a slower pace or simply walk or run or jog. All right, here we go. I've got about 15 seconds. Hopefully you're getting a little bit warmer now. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're going to transition to our weights. If you need a sip of water, go ahead and do so right now. We got about 20 seconds to begin. Pick up your weights when you're ready. I'm just using 3 pounds here today. And we're going to begin with our rotator cuff exercise. Sitting nice and tall, elbows in. We'll begin with our palms facing upward. And we'll start here in 3 seconds. Here we go. So you're going to open out to the side and back in front of the body. You want to try not to swing. Sometimes with weights, you can start to kind of pick up momentum. We actually want to kind of work against that momentum, building strength and moving with awareness. And that's 30 seconds here, just about. 4 and 2, 1. There we go. That's 30 seconds. So I'll just keep calling out the halfway point. If you need to switch sides, it's a good time to switch. Good. We've got 10 more seconds to go. Good. Now we're going to move into lateral deltoids. So elbows stay bent, turn the palms to face in and lift the elbows up and down. You can add a little squeeze as you pull the elbows in and down. Remember, you can do one side only or both at the same time. And you don't have to use weights at all. You can add in that extra squeeze. And that's 30 seconds. Anytime you squeeze muscle, hugging muscle to bone, you are toning that muscle as well as strengthening the bones. So just squeezing and releasing can be a great exercise at any time of day. Good. We've got 5 more seconds. Good. Let's release here, arms down. And now we have our front deltoids or anterior deltoids. Going to lift one arm or both arms straight ahead of you. And you want to try not to lift that hand any higher than the shoulder. Thirty seconds. You can even give it a little brief pause at the top before you release. It's going to add in that sense of control to your movement. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we have bicep curls. So we're going to turn the palms towards the shoulder. Stay connected to your breath. For 30 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1. Now we have triceps. So tricep extensions behind you or above you, or an isometric tricep exercise, pressing elbows back into your seat. Okay. So find what works best for you. And each time you can pick something different. Good. That's 30 seconds right there. Remembering to listen to your body. You can always stop and rest sooner than I do. Good, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so here's our first rest. We're going to take 20 seconds of rest. Check in with yourself if you need to shake it out, you need to stretch anything out. Just take a moment, listen to your body, do what feels good to you. And we'll begin again with our rotator cuff exercise. Turn the palms to face up and take those hands out towards the sides. And be at a slight diagonal here so that from your peripheral vision, you can still see the hands. Good, that's 30 seconds. Make sure you're breathing. Try not to hold your breath. And we've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Elbows stay bent, palms face in, lateral deltoids. Again, you don't want to lift the elbow any higher than the shoulder. It's going to stress that rotator cuff, shoulder joint. So just moving with that awareness of where you are in space. 30 seconds there. Five more seconds. Next up, we'll have anterior deltoids. Arms are straight beside us, and we'll lift directly in front. Palms are facing in. Moving at your comfortable pace. 30 seconds. Doing great. 10 more seconds. Good. Then we're going to move into hammer curls. So this time we don't turn the palm to face up. We keep the palms facing each other. Moving with awareness. Try not to swing the arms. 30 seconds. All right. So we got about 5 more seconds. Prepare for triceps. And again, picking the option that you enjoy. You can have hands overhead if that works for you. You can do one side only or both at the same time. You can also extend those hands straight behind you. So if this one does not feel good for your shoulder, there's some reason why this does not feel good to you, then move into your extensions, your tricep extensions behind you. Good. If none of those feel good, you can also press the elbows straight back into your seat. I really like what that does for overall posture. I think that's a great option as well. Good. We've got 10 more seconds to go. All right, let's take a moment to rest. You get 20 seconds, a little less than. Shake it out. Have a sip of water if you need to. And then get ready to begin again. Got 3 seconds. Let's turn the palms to face in this time for our rotator cuff. Just a different option. If this doesn't work for you, then just keep the palms facing up. Here you can add a little squeeze as you pull out. Squeeze like you're pulling on a elastic band. Good. 30 seconds. Five more seconds. Get ready for lateral deltoids. Here we go. Elbows stay bent. Elbows rise and squeeze in towards the waist. Doing good, y'all. Almost there. 30 seconds. And more seconds. Get ready for anterior deltoids. Straighten the arms, palms face in. You're going to lift the hands in front of your body in line with your shoulders. Do one at a time or both at the same time. And alternate. Thirty seconds. Doing good, y'all. Keep extending through the crown of the head, keeping the eyes level. All right, get ready for biceps. Here we go. So for these, let's do an alternate bicep and then hammer curl. So you can alternate back and forth if you like. Just a new option to play with. And that's 30 seconds. Doing great. We got 10 more seconds. Then get ready to pick your triceps exercise, whatever feels best for you. Great. That's 30 seconds. All right. 10 more seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. All right. So you can put those down now. We have a quick intermission before we move into our HIIT practice. So if you need a quick sip of water, we're going to begin with a little bit of walking, running, jogging. So when you feel ready, moving into what feels best to you. You can also ski. All right. So bringing the arms kind of in a circle in front of you, or separating, alternating like you are running, jogging. It's available to you. You can add in the feet, the knees. All right. So once you have a good rhythm going, you're going to want to start to speed it up. Going faster and faster at your own pace. Good, good, good. Go, go, go. And take a moment to rest, or you can have active rest. Just keep it moving at a slower pace. Okay. Next up, we're going to have a crisscross pull. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Crisscross and pull. You can always work one side of the body. You can skip the crisscross and just reach and pull. So you've got alternate exercises to choose from. Keep it going. Maybe go a little faster now. We want to speed it up. Get that heart rate going, get the blood flowing. We've got 10 more seconds before we rest. Good. Here's our rest. It can be active rest or complete rest. And each time you can make a new decision. Always stop and stretch, have a sip of water. All right, we're going to move into our punches. Okay, so we're going to have high punches, front punches, and low punches. And I want you just to kind of cycle between those 3 options, or pick one and keep it moving. Good. So they're all speed punches here, like you've got a speed bag in front of you. Good. 5 more seconds. Go, go, go. And rest. All right. Keep it moving if you want to. All right. We're going to catch some flies in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So catching flies all around you. Once you get comfortable with this movement, you can speed it up, reaching around you, in front of you, below you, all around you. Just keep it moving. Catching flies or fireflies or butterflies. You want to try not to squish them, so it's not a tight squeeze with that fist. kind of catching and releasing here. All around you. Just keep it moving your body's way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Take a moment to rest here. You can do active rest. You can stretch if you want to, whatever feels good to you. And then get ready to row your boat your way in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Row the boat. And remember, we're going for maximum speed, maximum effort, raising that heart rate, moving your pace. Good. We've got about 10 more seconds left. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here's your rest. You can keep it moving. You can rest if you need to. Have a sip of water if you need to. Remember to check in with your breath. And now we're going to climb some rope. Here we go. Climbing that rope. And go as fast as you can. Keep it moving. Doing great. 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a moment, check in. What do you need in this moment? We've got 10 more seconds. And we're going to move into our crisscross pull in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Crisscross pull. And even though we're moving quickly, I want to try to stay connected to the form, not moving out of control, out of range, moving with awareness. 15 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Shake it out if you want to. Take a little walk, a little jog. All right, and get ready for some punches in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So at your own pace, you can have a front punch, up punch, down punch. Now you can cycle through all of those. They're going to target different muscles, different positions of these arm bones. Or you can just stick with one. You can just stay here, front punch, or stay here with an up punch. All right, keep it going. You got 5 more seconds to go. Time for rest. All right, let it go. Have a shorter rest here. I was having too much fun. All right, we've got about 5 more seconds to go. And then get ready to catch some flies. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Catching, catching, releasing, releasing all around you. So try to keep it random. Try not to think about it. Just keep it moving. Good. Make sure you're breathing. We've got 10 more seconds to go. Good. And rest. And take a moment, check in. Don't forget to have a sip of water every once in a while. Got 5 seconds to go before we row the boat. And here we go. So you can start out slow and then begin to build that momentum, going faster as you get more comfortable with this movement. Stay connected to your breath. Doing great. 15 more seconds to go. You can speed it up. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Keep it moving if you want to. Stretch out as needed. So listen to your body. What does your body need? Good. We've got 5 more seconds. And climb the rope. Here we go. Very good. Got 20 more seconds to go. A little less than. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. And rest. Good job, y'all. All right. What do you need in this moment? Keep it going if you want to. Just slow it down. Check in with your breath. And get ready for crisscross pull in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember to modify as needed. And skip the crisscross and just reach and pull. That's easier for you. Got 10 more seconds. Go, go, go. Good. All right. Take a moment to rest, stretch, and check in. And in 5 seconds, we are going to return to our punches. So 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Punch up, punch in front, punch down. Could cycle through. Pick one. Doing great. Got 10 more seconds. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. Here's your rest. Keep it moving if you want to. A nice, easy jog. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Catching flies. All around you, above you, below you, beside you. Doing great. 15 more seconds to go. Speed it up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a moment. Connect to your breath. And in 5 seconds, we're going to row the boat. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Moving at your pace. And more seconds. Speed it up if you want to. And 3, 2, 1. And rest. Good. All right. Keep it moving if you want to. We're coming down on the home stretch. Get ready to climb rope in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Climbing that rope. Stay grounded in the breath. Moving with awareness. Good. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Job. All right. Moment of a quick break. You can keep it moving or you can rest. All right. Then we're going to go for a run in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So go for it. This is our last burst. So you can really go for it here, going as fast as you want to. If you don't want to run, if there's something else you would rather do here, do what feels good to you. You can ski, you can crisscross pull, you can punch. Just keep it moving, keep it moving. Good, good, good. 15 more seconds. Run, run, run. 5 more seconds. Good. And we're going to rest here. You can slow it down. Let the heart rate begin to come down as you move slowly. You can walk it if you want to. The elbows relax. Good. Now let's just take one hand to one shoulder and just stir that elbow. You can go one way. And you can reverse. Nice and easy. And then we'll change sides, placing the fingers on top of the shoulder. Stir the elbow one way. Good. And stir the other way. Good. Last one. And now just easy rolls through the shoulders, just moving one way. And then moving the other way. Good. Good. Let's place the hands on top of our legs. And the next time you breathe in, just slide your elbows back towards your shoulders, lift your heart, your eyes. And as you exhale, slide your fingers towards your knees, drop the chin, drop the nose. Just moving at your own pace, follow your breath. We'll do this 2 more times. Moving with ease and awareness. And return to a neutral position. Maybe just take a nice easy twist if that feels good to you. Just keep one hand on one leg, same hand as leg. The other hand can just slide to the seat behind you, just peeking over that shoulder, and take a breath. And unwind. We'll go the other way. Take the fingertips behind you, looking over the shoulder. And deep breath. And then you can come back to center and then just take a moment to check in with yourself. If there's anything else that you would like to stretch, just take a moment to do what feels good in your body. And then when you feel ready and even, I invite you to settle back into a comfortable and still position. Maybe turn the palms to face up, backs of the hands can rest on top of your legs. And take a moment to acknowledge the effects of this practice on your body, your heart, your mind, and your spirit. And acknowledge what fills your heart with peace in this moment. And take a deep breath in and exhale, inviting this peace to guide you back into your day with joy, strength, and ease. Thanks, y'all. It was so great to move and breathe and lift weights with y'all. And I look forward to seeing you in the new year.